Hey man, what it do, YouTube? You gonna check out this video by Uncle Demi, you feel me? The era of the 2K demigod. Finally here. I'm gonna see what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna see what he talking about. It's gonna start Uncle Demi. He definitely is probably gonna be at Community Day. We get gameplay tomorrow. It's Wednesday. I don't know when I'm gonna drop this. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Make sure you got like share. We on that way to 3,000. So let's get it. Ooh.
So the era of the big guard will be in NBA 2K26. Now, I'm saying this based upon just my multiple years with NBA 2K and understanding the direction that these games have to go. Okay, so let me go ahead first and tell you why I think the way that I think. If you've been looking at my videos, especially on the back end when the new releases of games about to come out, and I drop videos on this is my guard build and this is my lockdown build and you know, and that type of deal, a lot of that has nothing to do with insider information. I don't have insider information. I think that is something that people, you know, again, they're going to assume that because of the relationship I've had with 2K for a long time. But at the end of the day, these are very highly educated guesses. I can say that. Now, some of y'all gonna suck your teeth and be like, oh yeah, right. But do you really think 2K is gonna give me information? No. But especially, you know, if it was leaked information that was 100% like I was right on the head on it, they would take my videos down, right? They would strike my videos, right? So I think that should be the information right there. Now that should be more than enough to let you know that I don't have any insider information on it. But I just put content clues together. I really want you to go look at my previous videos for the like when 2K22 was coming out, 23 was coming out, 24 was coming out, 25 and now 26. You'll see I would put two and two together. And what I always did was a few things. The main one was I looked at the complaints of 25, the major complaints, and then ask myself, well, what would 2K have to do to fix that? Okay. Then I also look at any type of news or like, for instance, another big one is like, you know, the cover athlete, and you know, some of the content clues I pull from that. And then I'm able to come up with a guess, also a really strong suggestion, you know what I'm saying? And I would say, if you watch my videos, I mean, I'm like 70% right on most of the stuff I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I feel like the era of the big do-it-all guards is one, because of SGA on the cover athlete. And SGA, if he played the game, he will know that, man, I can't really play like myself on 25, like my actual self, because I'm limited on a lot of things. You have, you know, I'm only can be but so fast. I can only dribble but so well. You know, someone like Zion at 6'6", you know, he's like, wait a minute, you know, I can get big man contact dunks. How come I can't get that? How come I can't get big man contact dunks? How come I can't get standing big man contact dunks? You know?
The new Dyson Air.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is he just making the comparisons, and this is what I'll be doing. I ain't gonna lie, this is what I'll be doing, because I don't see bigger players be sharpshooters. I don't Reggie, you know what I'm saying? Kyle Korver, I'm like 6'7". I think Reggie like 6'9", 6. I don't know how tall that nigga is now, but yeah, I don't seen 6'7" sharpshooters. I don't seen that though. We don't seen players like Penny Hardaway. He moving fast as fuck on the court. You don't seen players like Shaq. He's 7'3", 300 pounds. He moving swiftly when he was on the Lakers. You feel me? LeBron, either it's Miami, Lakers championship, 18 Cavs. Niggas go crazy. Giannis, when he went on that run, crazy. He got the year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when you really look at the NBA and you look at Wemby, he dribbling through and from D. You feel me? Like when you really think about it, and you can watch this year, LeBron 40, he was over there booming on niggas still. You know what I'm saying? Moving quick. But as a whole, when you look at the taller builds in real life, or 6'8", 6'6", 6'5", you feel me? Even 6'4", I'm not saying 6'4", and that range is short, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even that tall, you feel me? But when you look at it from the NBA aspect, them tall niggas quick. You know what I'm saying? The tall niggas can dribble. The height don't stop what you can do. It's your skill. It's always the skill. You know what I'm saying? So like he said with Zion. Zion 6'6". He be booming niggas like he a goddamn center. You know what I'm saying? So like Shy, 6'6", move quick as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hopefully that's what I'll be doing too, cause the problem with the game, like 23, I'm gonna say this right now. With 23, tall guards was meta. That means they was fast enough to do what they want. They was always able to do what they want. You know what I'm saying? They just taller, you feel me? So you can have lower defense on a taller build and still feel like a lot there. You feel me? But when the tall builds are meta, the shit end up being more fun and all heights work. So
I feel like that's why I feel like there has to be that shift. And then the second thing is this question here. NBA 2K 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. 5 straight years of the same builder. Now, why do we have the same builder for the past 5 years? Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not that hard to understand. Once you give somebody the ability to have everything, and that's just in life.
You can't go back on that.
Try to then start taking it away, they're not going to be happy, right? So if we right now have the ability, we have the life, the freedom, the liberties, you know, we live in the American dream in the builder. We're able to do whatever we want with our build. There is limitations though, right? There is limitations, but the I guess you can say the facade or the
illusion,
the thought, you have the thought that, you know, you can make anything you want, but we all know there is limitations, right? So what else could you do? What other format could you come up with? What else could you put together that would make people be like, all right, this is different? And that's what you get to where I'm at now. So this is why I come to the conclusion of the reason NBA 2K26 is going to have the ability for big guards to do things, because we have not had that ever. We have not had that. You cannot make a Wemby, you cannot make a Giannis, you cannot make a KD, you cannot make a Paolo Banchero, you cannot make a Chet Holmgren. Like, I can just keep going. You cannot make a Ben Simmons.
You could make a KD in 23. It would be limited in a way. You know what I'm saying? But I see what you're talking about.
You can't even make a LeBron James, right? You can't make a real legit, not trying to say, like, of course you can't make a LeBron James, but we don't even have the ability to be tall and dribble and dunk and shoot like a guy that we want to. You cannot make a Giannis in this build, in the builder currently. But I feel like in 26, you'll be pretty close to be able to do that with the dribbling ability, with the ability to have the lockdown badges being associated with your perimeter defense now and not taken away because of your height. Okay, being able to have
that's something they do need to do.
7 feet and to be able to dribble 7'2" and still be able to dribble. Not necessarily crazy, but to be able to do something so we can still feel like we're making something similar to a Bobo or a Giannis or a lot of these 7-footers that are just able to really put the ball on the floor and create. And then, of course, you have individuals like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's at 6'6", 6'7", if I'm not mistaken. And, he's limited on what he's able to do. But there is that opportunity now to give him the ability to have better dribble animations, to have the ability to be quicker, right? We all know that your speed with ball, as the taller you get, becomes slower. And I don't necessarily think that needs to be the case. So we're looking.
I'm gonna sit on that too, because you 6'6", you can go minimum weight. You're still only a 79, and then it don't matter. It only matters for the badge, and you got to do something to make that badge pop. So, in my opinion, what I thought they should have did is either infuse speed with ball with speed or ball handle, and then move post control to playmaking, like in 2K20. If y'all remember, they had post moves in 2K20. You know what I'm saying? They had post moves. We ain't had speed with ball. You had speed. You had the quick first step badge, and then it was in the playmaking categories. It was passing, ball control, post move. And they should implement speed with ball. That's just me personally. And then depending on how the badge system goes, is we going back to is we going back to having multiple badges and doing the badge points, then you can if not, you can leave it how it is. But if you're going to the badge point system, just bring back I always say this, put rebounding in one category. There should be no reason you can't offensive rebound and defensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, Spiel Bowl doodle. This don't matter for years. It didn't matter. So hopefully they get that right this time. Hopefully.
Is that 2K has no choice. Their back's against the wall when it comes to how they need to make this simulated basketball game. Because let's be honest, when it comes to big men, NBA 2K is missing simulated basketball. The only big men that you're able to truly make in this game are 1990s Shaq builds, right? Back to the basket type center builds. You can't make Jokic, right? You can't make Joel Embiid, okay?
Bro, you can't. Some dumbass nigga come. You can't make that build. I ain't seen it. We talking about directly that build. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make a 6'7" with if you know in 2K25, if you go look at the roster right now. I don't think they changed it, but when this game first came out, they said Luka got a 95 ball handle in this game coming in at 6'7". You can't do this. LeBron, I think LeBron got like a 80. He had a high ass speed ball. It's like an 85. This nigga 250. You know what I'm saying? Like, need to be able to do that. I think too much is bringing us down. And then when it comes to the taller builds, y'all know our caps is a lot lower. So then we able to get off a little bit more. But that's not the kind of build we want. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, just so they don't make a height too overpowered. Like this year, y'all know the 6'4s. If you 6'4s had the most mod player points, don't do that. Let everybody have the same mod player points. Either make it semi-high or in the middle. Don't do nothing crazy.
Make Wemby, right? You can't even make like somebody who's like a mid-tier, can do, not necessarily dribbling like that. Even like a DeAndre Ayton. You can't really make a DeAndre Ayton on the game. Because DeAndre Ayton has a face-up game that can dribble and do. No, we can't do none of that. If you're 7 foot, you can't get 75 ball handle. But in 26, you have to be able to be 7 foot and have pro dribble animations, right?
Or NBA players,
and this whole thing about people are like, well, man, that's crazy because then everybody's going to be on the court that's going to be big. Well, look at the NBA. Everybody in the damn court is big. Like, I was just looking at Gil's Arena. I love watching that podcast. And he was talking about, look at all the point guards. Look how big they are now. Look at the point guards in the finals, right? Tyrese Halliburton is 6'5", okay? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", 6'7", right? You have Cade Cunningham. I mean, like, you can go down the list of big guards, right? If you're making a simulated basketball game, then we need to be able to see that in NBA. There's a lot of teams that are chauffeuring out there. The smallest person on the court is 6'6", and then the rest of them are just towering big guys. You see what I'm saying? Even someone like Drew Holiday, he's a point guard. He's 6'5", right?
So my boy like, dirty, man. They sent his ass to Portland.
Having to make a 5'10" point guard build in order to get all the dribble animations, that's old. That has to be out the door. That can no longer be relevant. That can no longer be NBA 2K. That is no longer simulated basketball. Simulated basketball is bigger individuals on the floor that can dribble, bigger individuals on the floor that can create. So I feel like if you're able to make
Take me out.
Come on, bro. Shit, boy, we almost done, boy.
These bigger guards, players, centers, power forwards to emulate what it is currently in NBA, I feel like that's where you're going to get fun.
That's
and I'm
it, yeah.
on this. Fun is what I care about. See, I'm old school. You know what I mean? When you had a Nintendo and Sega Genesis and all that type of stuff, when the game came out, right? There was no patches. There was no update. Either the game was fun or was not. And I didn't say that the game was perfect. I didn't say there wasn't glitches and all that type of stuff. If the game was fun. And to me, if I'm able to go out there and be 7 foot and actually be like Giannis and go down there and be able to dribble and do all this crazy stuff, I want to have fun. I'm having fun, right? I'm having fun. I just hope that my team aspect and the money that my team bring in does not hinder that. But in my humble opinion, that I believe that that's the direction that the builder is going to go. That's the direction 2K is going to go because of that. Now, my team might hinder a little bit, but don't get it twisted. We will be able to be bigger and have that. Not because I was told, but because I'm using context clues, because I'm just putting one and one together. I've been doing this for a very long time. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is what I feel is going to happen. And again, I cannot wait to once again be like, see, told y'all, right? So anyway, y'all let me know in the comment section, how do y'all feel about this? Are you excited about this potentially? And if that does not happen, what do you think the direction NBA 2K will go when it comes to the builder? What else could they do to truly make it different from the other previous 5 years, right? Other than that, it's your favorite old.
Yeah, because like what else can they do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? We already had some small guards already elite at everything. You know what I'm saying? That's the only direction they can really go to make it kind of different. You know what I'm saying? But like he's saying, when the game is more fun, you're gonna spend more money. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't even say that, but I'm saying it. But when the taller builds are more reliable, like a 23 big bills was nasty on there. You know what I'm saying? Just go do your research. Y'all already know 6'9". Y'all was complaining about 6'9" that whole year, but it was more than just 6'9". If you really look at the bills niggas was using, y'all looking at the message, y'all gotta look in between the cracks. 6'10s was nasty that year too. 7-footers, nasty. All of 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", 7 foot, nasty. 6'11", nasty. Every build, nasty. Every height. You can make you a shorter guard. Then you're gonna have to be real precise of what you're doing because it is a Giants. It is a lot of Giants. You want to create you a 6'3", create you a 6'3", but you better be good at it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas can't play the same position. A lot of niggas can't be 6'9". They don't know how to move at 6'9". A lot of niggas can't be 6'8". A lot of niggas can't be a center. A lot of niggas can't be a lockdown. A lot of niggas can't be the main guard. A lot of niggas can't be a spot up. You just gotta find your role. And a lot of niggas can't find their role, so they force themselves into something they can't play. But yeah, I feel like that's the way they need to go. Especially they saying fast-paced gameplay with the builder, the tall guards we need for the animations. Don't add no height cap. Just add, you know what I'm saying, a little ball control. If you jump shots, you don't need to do no restrictions, no grades on them. I can let them shit fly. It's just a jump shot, just cosmetic. You still got to time it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So hopefully when we look at this builder somewhere in early August, and we look at the gameplay tomorrow, we're gonna see how fast it is because they probably gonna use Shy as the example. You already know how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's good. But I'm not subscribe, like shit. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Yeah, subscribe, Uncle Dick.